Yo, class, it's Mr. O. This is brass class, lesson number 3. So, if you need the music, once again, in the description, I have a link to a Google Drive shared folder. I've scanned all your music for you. We're going to continue on from the last lesson, and you're going to go to page 7. We've got the first example is number 7 on page 7. It's called Deep Breaths. And instead of doing the whole note, whole rest, whole note, whole rest pattern, we have 2 whole notes together, which is going to require a lot of air, probably why they called it deep breaths. But you'll notice that between those 2 notes, there's a little mark. It looks like a comma, and that's called a breath mark. So when you see that, it's an indication that they want you to breathe there, that you don't need to just carry it out through the whole thing. You can separate there. But you don't want to take too big of a breath, otherwise you're going to put in a rest that doesn't belong there. You want that bomb, bomb. So there's just a little separation. If you have a bomb, bomb, you've now changed the rhythm, and you're not playing the piece the way the composer intended. Okay? So looking at number 7, we've got the same 3 notes we did last lesson. We're just playing through them. So trombones, you're starting on a D, which is position 4. Trumpets, you're on an E, which is fingering 1 and 2. And French horn is an A, also fingering 1 and 2. So let's play number 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest, 2, 3. Rest, 2, 3. So lesson number 8 is more of a rhythm study. You can see here we've got some half notes and half rests, which are each worth 2 beats apiece. And then we've got a couple whole notes, and a whole note is worth 4 beats. So as we look at this piece, we're adding all of those note values to equal the number of beats per measure. Now in this case, we are in 4/4, which means we have 4 beats per measure. So this first note, this first half note, is worth 2 beats. We count that as 1, 2. You see I've got both those numbers underneath that one note. Now the next half note is also worth 2 beats, but instead of counting it as 1, 2, I'm counting up to 4, and I already have a 1, 2. So I count the second half note, those 2 beats, as 3, 4. Now I've got 2 notes, each worth 2 beats, but that completes my whole measure, and my whole measure is worth 4 beats altogether. The next measure, I have another half note, and my counting starts over. So I have 1, 2, and then a half rest worth 2 beats continues that count, 3, 4. Then measure 3 looks exactly like measure 1. So I've got 1, 2, and the next note, 2 beats, counts as 3, 4. Then my whole note is worth 4 beats. So I don't just put a 4 there. I have to count out all the beats. So I mark that as 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are all the beats that I'm holding that whole note for. The next measure, same as measure 1 and 3 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the measure after that looks just like measure 2. 1, 2, and then my rest of 2 beats is 3, 4. The measure after that looks just like the one before it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then another whole note, so I count them all out. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's play that now on a concert D pitch. That's E for trumpets and A for French horn, D for trombone. Let's try it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 9, half note rock. Here's our chance to try those out. Again, same 3 notes. They've just given us a little bit more of a rhythm. Let's try it. 1, 2, 3. Rest, rest. Rest, rest. Rest, rest. Number 10. Same 3 notes, different rhythm. 1, 2, 3. Now, number 11 has 2 parts. There's an A part and a B part. This is our first duet. We all have the same thing written in for A and B, but we have an opportunity to split the part. So let's look over both of those. Starting with the A part, we're playing the melody. Let's play all together. A part. 1, 2, 3. Now let's all try the B part. This is the harmony. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to have those parts played together, and you pick which one you want to try. You can always rewind and try the other part. 3, 3. And the last one there, number 12, cuckoo. 1, 2, 3. Hopefully you were able to play through all those. Remember, at any point, if you're having trouble, you can repeat this lesson before moving on. Also, if this is feeling really easy for you, I'd like you to check out this app called Tonestro, Tonestro. They give you little challenges that you can play, and it can be kind of fun. It starts easier, goes to hard, but make sure that you can play this stuff first.